Hey guys, it's Alice. One of the coolest things about my job is that I often get to meet people who might also happen to be icons in fashion history. If you are obsessed with shoes like I am, you've probably seen this book at the Met. Recently, I met a man who's featured multiple times in this book, and he was so awesome I just had to share with you. Let's see what he has to say. You moved to the U.S. in
1974.
and you decided to open a store here.
Yes, right in the middle of where our staunchest customers live. We have a lot of neighborhood customers, but we also have a lot of New York visitors, women that see our shoes all over the country, and when they're in New York, they get the chance to go to our store.
So your brand has a very rich history. You were just showing me that book. Can you show me some of the styles and tell me a little story?
Sure. This is the shoe book, which actually happens to be one of the most sold fashion coffee book. There's a lot of things that I did experimenting always, like our first print, which was, I always called it Prati, because it made me feel like being in a field of flowers. And this was like when you're young and you're really starting to do this. I did like 17 screens, silk screens for like one print. So you learn later that each screen cost $11. Then we did a lot of shoes for stars and singers in the 80s. For instance, this was a super high heel. It was 110 millimeters. That's like 5.5 inches, and we used it in every color. And it was the favorite shoe of Diana Ross. This was a painting, and I absolutely wanted to do it in 3D. This took, I think, about 160 hours to make. It's gold, silk, and it's suede, and all the flowers are in 3D. The inside of the flower is one color. They're tulips. The outside another. The leaves are made in a gorgeous python. At that time we still produced python, which by now we don't anymore. For multiple reasons. I don't like real skin, so we always try to have the best prints, the most close to the real effect, but being tanned on leather. I think it's much more ecological and political friendly. Spring is always my favorite time because I'm very fortunate to go to Hawaii very often and pick colors. When we talk about neon, you don't associate Hawaii at all with neon, but when you see the colors of plumeria and hibiscus and all the orchids and all the flowers that they have mixed with sunset, it totally gives you an entire palette of colors with the sands, the sky as blue for this year, the colors of the ocean in Hawaii are amazing. This is the perfect example. This is still at the beach with the sky, and this is like 300 yards away when it's deep water. And so you pick colors. You know, every designer, I think, has his own inspirations.
I hope you enjoyed our visit with Mr. Paul Mayer. Ever since I met him, these ballet flats, which are his signature piece, have been a mainstay in my bag, so you'll probably see them next time I do a What's in My Bag episode. Please, please, please leave your messages and your comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Vicky hates my wave. Is that a dumb wave? It's like a Miss America wave.